All right. Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching Georgia Beer Reviews. Back at you today with a special edition of Wildcard Wednesday. Now, I typically don't do this on my channel. It's normally on Eric Fraunfelter, Massachusetts Beer Reviews, or Ron Ontario of Louisiana Beer Reviews, but neither one of them were available today. So here I am, and we are doing it. So we've got Drunken One from Texas. We've got Jesse Bumpy Road Brewery up in New Hampshire, and we've got Michael Kormaroff from the great state of New York in Brooklyn.
Hello,
thanks for joining me, guys.
Thank you.
All right, so
yeah, you're welcome.
All right, so we will let's see. We'll start with Drunken One. What are you drinking this evening?
Always first. All right, let's do this. Okay, I have got the Wham! Voodoo Ranger. It's the Imperial IPA. It is a 9%. There's a little graphics there John put up for me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It is a 9% beer with 70 IBUs. It uses ale yeast. It has 250 calories. Oh boy. And its hops are Delta, Bravo. Sounds like some some wartime stuff, whatever. Centennial, Cascade, Calypso, and Mosaic. Full of hops, and then malts are pale and black.
All right, and I have had that before. Very, very good beer. I know you've had it many times.
Oh,
so
yeah, many times.
Looking forward to your review. We will go to Bumpy Road. What do you got, Bumpy?
All right, from Smutty Nose Brewing Company, they're out of Hampton, New Hampshire. Still trying to get used to this backwards thing that this thing does. I have the Plum Cinnamon Sour. It comes in at 4.8% ABV. Just picked this up at the brewery today on the way home. Oh, and this thing is it's actually old. I have like an Alex beer. This was canned in November of last year. So
Oh, wow.
we'll see.
Wow.
Well, it's a sour, so it's probably okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All righty. Craig Swinson is tuning in, says, good evening, fellow beer drinkers. Good evening to you, Craig. We got John Womack in the chat. Jeremy Vinson says he didn't know there would be one. Well, if you want to join Jeremy, feel free. We're just getting started. Craig from Kent's Beer Reviews is also tuning in, says, cheers, guys, as well as Bart Robinson and Trish from Keep Sippin', Craft Beer Pour's wife, if y'all didn't know that already. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Okay, so let's go to Michael Kormaroff with his beer.
Now, this, like I said, I'm having trouble with directional stuff here, called Now Use Can't Stay. Is that what it was? Can't Leave, sorry. Now Use Can't Leave. It's a triple IPA at 10.1% and 70 IBUs. I've had other Bronx IPAs, but I've never had. And we will see.
All right. Sounds interesting. Yeah. A heavy hitter for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And what I am drinking is Dry County IPA, which is kind of funny because I live in a dry county here in Georgia. This is actually from Kennesaw, Georgia. So a local Georgia beer. It's 6.4% alcohol by volume and 58 IBUs. So I'm excited to try it. Never had it before, like I said. Real quick, we'll go back to the comments. We got a ton of people watching. Appreciate it, everybody. Craig Swinson is talking about Smutty Nose, the Shoals Pale Ale, and Old Brown Dog are favorites of mine. Never tried Bumpy's Brew. It sounds good, and the fact that it's a little bit older, I don't think is going to be an issue because it is a sour, so you're really not going to lose any hop character because typically with sour ales, you don't get any hop character. So let's see. We will go back to Drunken One with this Belgium IPA.
All right.
Or Voodoo Ranger IPA.
Voodoo Ranger, yep. Get the pour on it right here. Oh, yeah. That's beer, all right. All right, so here we are. It's poured up with a finger and a half head. See plenty of bubbles coming through it. So good start there. The light is not right in here for this. It's not really this dark. It's a lot more kind of golden-ish, red golden. You don't know the color of an IPA. Whatever color that might be right there. And looks good. Okay. Kind of typical IPA aromas along the lines of what says it here in the suggestions: a strong pine smell of, followed by citrus like grapefruit and orange, grass, herbal hops, and a light stone fruit. I don't even know what a stone fruit is, but yeah, that's the aroma. Because my sniver don't work, I got to read the instructions. Are we drinking already, or?
Yeah, go ahead and get into it.
I've been liking these for a long time, so I get these quite a bit. They're like $10.99 a 6-pack, but well worth it. 9%. Okay, yes, sir. The taste follows the nose quite a bit with an initial sweetness, and then kind of turns bitter. Finish is clean, has a medium mouthfeel. It's quite a pleasure to drink, but at 9%, you might want to sip on them.
All right. Yeah, we lost Michael Kormaroff. This seems to happen. This is not the first time this has happened with him. He's had some issues with the StreamYard, so hopefully he will be back in a minute. I think he just sent me a text, actually. Yeah, looks like it. All right. So, all right. So let's see. Initial thoughts are: you like the beer? You've had many times. Alcohol is well masked, right?
It really is, considering it's 9%. It really is. I would definitely buy it again.
Awesome. Thanks for tuning in, Jacob. He says salsa time tomorrow. Salsa season has begun. All right. I didn't realize there was a season for salsa. It's always salsa season in the Ellie household here. All right, so let's go to Bumpy over in New Hampshire with his sour ale from Smutty Nose.
All right, so well, I can pour some more so I can generate that head back. It is a sour. Well, all right, that was stupid. So now it's a volcano, but it has on the regular pour, it would have like a medium compact bubble, so they do go away. This one now has tighter bubbles. They're still going to go away. It's a good thing I'm home now because I have wet pants.
Nice.
The head color is a little bit kind of on like a pinkish side. The body color of that, I mean, you can kind of see it. It's like an apple juice almost type color. It's got a little bit of like a purplish hue to it. For the aromas, I was picking up on some plum, a little bit of a cinnamon as well. Very, very light on the cinnamon. The cinnamon would kind of come up after the plum. To me, it actually kind of smelled like, if you guys have ever had like a wassail, like a Christmas wassail. It's like a hot alcohol. They usually have like different types of spices and stuff in it. It's like I don't know. I think it's like brandy or vodka or whatever they mix in there without the alcohol. But that's usually like kind of got like orange and cinnamon and other various spices. It kind of reminds me of like a Christmas time type aroma. And the flavor I do get, it's kind of a soft plum. There's kind of a plum flavor. After that, you get kind of a slight cinnamon. Actually, I have to go back to the plum. There's a little bit of a tartness that does follow up with the plum, and then the cinnamon kind of comes along. The cinnamon actually, as I'm talking, the cinnamon's what's actually resting on my tongue. That's kind of what I can taste now. It's just a little touch of cinnamon. It seems to be on like a low side, medium to high side, light body, medium carbonation, and it has a tad bit of that drying effect where you kind of get a little bit of like a clamminess in the back of the throat. So
that's interesting. Plum cinnamon. That's an interesting combination.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it was fresher, how much more like the cinnamon might actually come off in the aromas or in the taste. The cinnamon does follow up though and kind of linger on, so that's nice that it's still there.
Oh,
I can't wait to get out of these pants now.
All right. Well, we can come back around to you shortly. Hopefully, Mike will be back in a minute. He said he would be back. He's having some technical difficulties, so we'll go to me here really quick. I've got the Dry County IPA from Kennesaw, Georgia, 6.4%, 58 IBUs. It smells very, it's more along the lines of a West Coast IPA. It is hopped with, where does it say? Amarillo, Columbus, Simcoe, and Chinook, which for the most part are more of your West Coast style IPAs. You're getting grapefruit, getting a little bit of like some tangerine citrus, slightly resinous, but it's not super dank and super in your face. It smells really good. There's a little bit of a malt backbone going on as well. A little bit of some like white bread, like toasted bread notes, lightly toasted bread notes. It smells good. So cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah, the palate follows the nose. All right, here we go. Michael Kormeroff is back with us.
Yay.
All right.
I have an Ethernet problem, whatever that means.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess connectivity issues. So I'm just now getting into mine. Bumpy just got finished. He started to talk about his. So mine is more along the lines of West Coast IPA is what I was saying. You got the Chinook, Amarillo, Cascade, and whatever the other one was, Columbus. You're getting the pininess, some light tangerine citrus, and some nice lightly toasted bread notes. And it tastes just like it smells. I mean, there's no surprises with this one. It's very straightforward. It's West Coast in the sense that you're getting all of those piney notes with the grapefruit and as well as the tangerine, but it's not overly dank. It's not overly resinous. It's not overly bitter. 58 IBUs is not really too much for me. That's still within my wheelhouse. It's not lingering on the insides of my cheeks to where it's unpleasant. And after a few sips or after one or two beers, the bitterness would just be too much for me. I'm not getting that at all. It's more of a sessionable IPA. It's not a double. It's not a triple. 6.4 is on the higher end, I guess, of your single IPAs, but it's still just a regular old IPA. Got nice lacing there on the glass as well. Very enjoyable. I picked up a single and a pick your own 6-pack, but I believe the 6-packs were $8.99, which is pretty reasonable for a craft beer.
Oh yeah.
So my first impressions are it's a very good West Coast style IPA, and I'm really enjoying it here. So we will go to Michael Kormeroff, since he got cut off earlier, with his beer from Bronx Brewery.
Let's see. This is what it looks like in the glass. The head is kind of on the very top only right now. It's a little bit bigger when I first poured it, but it's a little white head, and the color is kind of like orange, kind of a dark orange, almost copper orange maybe. Let me give it a nose. Getting a lot of fruitiness in this, your oranges, your peaches, your mango kind of fruit combination. Let me give it a taste. It's kind of, you get kind of like a semi-sweet taste with this, and some of the sweetness I think is probably the alcohol, but it's not. It doesn't taste like 10.1, so it is well masked in that way. You get the 70 IBUs because there is bitterness in the front, but it's not a lingering bitterness. It's off the top, you feel it, and then it kind of fades off more into the background. Let's see what else I'm getting from this. Getting some dankness, some piney notes. It's actually pretty good. A little bit of like an apple and berry kind of taste as well.
All right.
Interesting. Apple
Right.
berry.
It's very creamy. I don't know if these IPAs tend to be creamy. Normally the higher ones are not. There's kind of a nice creaminess to this one. I'm actually enjoying it. Also a little bit of caramel in it, and it's full bodied. There's a lot of body in this. So you would definitely call this a big beer. Not overly high alcohol in the way they present it, and that's good because they've masked the 10.1 very well. You can tell that it's not a session though.
Well, I bet.
The front end tells you it's not a session, but I would normally, without knowing, would guess this could be 7.5 or 8%. So they have toned down what you feel in the alcohol, but it's very good. I'm enjoying it.
All right, nice. We will come back around here in a little bit. We've got Jacob Downey in the chat. We've got Jeremy Vincent, Ronnie S. We've even got Blake TV in here somewhere. He's been watching. Jacob Downey says, beautiful beer at John. Yeah, this is really good, Jacob. You probably can't get it where you are because I'm pretty sure they're limited to the state of Georgia. But if you're ever in Georgia, any of the craft beers from the state of Georgia are, for the most part, they're excellent. Let's see. What does Ronnie say? Centralized inform. Jeremy and Ronnie are talking about FBI, CIA. So FBI is fabulous beer information, and the CIA apparently is centralized informants on alcohol. All right, good to know, guys. All right, so let's see. We will go back to the Drunken One with his Voodoo Ranger. And
that's right back in my face.
Don't be eating on Wildcard Wednesday. It's Wildcard Wednesday drinking time, not eating time.
Yeah, I'm getting it mixed up with Friday. I got my Pop-Tarts back there too. So, getting some more down. It was been tasty so far. You see the glass lacing. It's a wonderful beer, and I don't know if we're supposed to give numbers this time around or how we do, but
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and
right,
give it a good college try.
I'm gonna call it a 92. I'd give it higher, but I'm sure there's better beers out there because I can find this at every gas station around here, and so it seems like there's probably something else that's better. So I really like it. I'd surely buy it again. It's affordable for what it is. It's very flavorful, and I like it. I like it a lot.
All right, so
92 is the answer. But then again, on rate beer, they gave it an 87.
that's not bad. Rate beer can be pretty harsh.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Beer Advocate. They have a score as 87, being very good, and there have been 177 reviews of it. That doesn't seem right, but and it's ranked like number 16,000 of all the beers that have been in that thing.
Well, for a mass-produced beer like that, pretty much available nationwide, to my understanding, 92 out of 100 is not bad. That still falls in the A range. So, I would say, and I've had it before. I think it's excellent as well for the style. So, I would definitely recommend it. Also, my favorite is still the Juicy Haze. That's probably my favorite one.
The Juicy Haze, or
I love it. I love it. That one's not quite as strong. I think it's like 7.8 maybe. It's still pretty strong, but not quite the one you've got.
Right.
Definitely takes the prize for the alcohol content.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's go back to Bumpy.
Bumpy,
Right. So for mine,
can you give me a capsule description since I wasn't on to hear yours? Can you just give me a few facts about your beer? I can write it down.
me?
What? Because I was off the. Uh-oh.
Okay. So for the aromas, I was picking up like a bit of a plum. It's kind of like a softer plum, and then there's just a tad bit of a cinnamon note, and it kind of comes off like Christmas wassail. I don't know if anybody's had Christmas wassail on the panel right now. but that's kind of what it smells like to me. It's usually like a hot like alcohol that's got a bunch of cloves and spices and stuff in it, and kind of what it smells like. So I think for the time when they actually made this, it may have been around that. It's all those types of spices, like cinnamon, but it just kind of comes off like that. And then for the flavor, it was this, once again, kind of a slight plum, went into like a tartness with the plum, and then there's just a touch of cinnamon that lingers on afterwards, beyond the tartness.
Uh-oh.
All right. So we have got a few new additions. Before you give a rating, really quick, we've got Ronald Terrio of Louisiana Beer Reviews. Thanks for stopping by. And we have got the one and only Shane Fudge from Arkansas.
What's up? How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good.
All right. So we will. I'm sorry. So Bumpy, if you want to go ahead and give a rating on yours, you can.
Well, yeah, but now Kellogg Brain is here, and I don't know if I can give my rating the way I was going to. I wanted to be able to sleep tonight.
All right, well, I can come back. I can come back to you.
So I made some tweaks. Not really to the whole scoring thing of it, but it just how I would say if it was good, very good, excellent type deal like that for my 50-point thing. So I'll go ahead and do my 50-point thing real quick. I'll just say what I gave it instead of going down the flavors and all that stuff, and I'll kind of talk about why. I gave this a 41 out of 50, so if you want to double it up and say it's an 82 out of 100, let's go ahead and do that. Normally, that would have gone into an excellent score, but I've tweaked it to where I actually feel like this would fall under a good range. So I think this is a good beer. I would really like to have it fresh. Like I said, it does kind of remind me actually of like a wassail, which is like a festive drink that you would have in the colder months. So yeah, I think it's just, it falls under that good range. I would definitely get it. I definitely would like to get it when it comes out. I'm guessing it's going to be out in November again, right before Thanksgiving. So give myself a fresh one.
All right, so we've got an A from Drunken One so far. We've got a B-, B from Bumpy. Let's see. Do you guys want to, Michael? Do you want to go ahead and give your rating, or do you want to let Jay and Shane give a breakdown of theirs really quick?
I'll wait till they go.
You'll wait. Okay. Well, I will wait as well. We'll start with Ronald Terrio. What beer you got this evening?
Hey, John and Neely, before you get off the air, can you, and I'm sorry for being late, can you update all the beers that people have? So I can,
yes,
so I can connect in my mind the score with what they're drinking?
Absolutely. So Drunken One was drinking the New Belgium Voodoo Ranger.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
And he already rated his. I believe he gave it a, 92 out of 100?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, a 92 out of 100. And then Bumpy is drinking the Plum Cinnamon Sour from Smutty Nose.
Never heard of it.
And you just heard his rating. He gave it an 82 or 41 out of 50. I am drinking a beer from Kennesaw, Georgia. This is the Dry County IPA, and it is 6.4% alcohol and 58 IBUs.
And Michael has Bronx.
Michael.
Okay.
Got the Bronx.
Line it up here. It's going the wrong way. Now use can't stay. It's called in Brooklyn Ease or New York Talk. 10.1, 70 IBUs.
Okay. All right. So real fast, I have the Heineken. It's been around since 1873. 5% alcohol. Dutch beer. There's a big essay on the back. It's no adjuncts anymore, so it's just water, barley malt, hops, and yeast. It had a nice little head, but that's dissipated. It's a standard Euro lager, biscuity malt from the barley, and hops are like barely registering us. I guess you could say maybe like grassy, but they're not too prominent. Flavor is like I said, that crackery, maybe like crackery malt. Little hops, medium mouthfeel, and a crisp, clean finish. It's an easygoing beer. It's good for like today when I've been working all day and I wanted something easy to drink. So I'll give it a score later, but I know what I'm going to give it.
All right. So we got John who is joining. John, can you? Oh, we're getting some big time echo from you. Can you hear us, John? All right. We will come back to John here shortly. You have got some really bad echo problems. Hopefully you'll get that worked out. We'll come back to you in a second, but we will go to Shane Fudge. We haven't heard about his beer yet. What are you drinking this evening, Shane? You've got to unmute yourself.
Yeah.
There you go.
I decided to be a little wild since it's Wildcard Wednesday, you know. So
All right.
I'm doing 2 beers here. I'm not blindfolding or anything. They're 2 different beers, but they're both from the Core Brewery here in Arkansas. Let's see if I can get them in the picture here. And I've been saving these for a while to what I've been wanting to do with them for a long time, because I've drank these so many times before, you know, drink local. And I've been wanting to do a cuvee of these. I thought they would maybe be pretty interesting with the coconut brown and the hazelnut brown. And the hazelnut brown is a 5.9%, and the toasted coconut is a 5.6%. Very similar, but I want to see what I've poured them separately here. And I don't. Do I want me to show you now, or what's the protocol?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Now's as good a time as any. Really quick, what's the style of those beers? Brown ales?
They're both brown ales. Yeah.
Brown ale.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Hold them up to the light. You can't. You know the hazelnut, the 5.9% hazelnut brown is a little darker, and it, you know, just 0.3% difference there. But yeah, this one's definitely lighter. The coconut one. But they both have huge notes. You know, they give you what they say it is: toasted coconut. A lot of chocolate. It's, you know, have you ever had one of those Almond Joys, those candy bars?
Yeah.
Okay, this
one of my favorite candy bars: the Almond Joy and the Mounds. I love them.
That's what
the
toasted coconut smells just like a dark chocolate Almond Joy. I mean, the coconut and the nut that you get. I guess it's a almond or something, but it's a definite nuttiness. Is sweet. It's definitely a dessert beer, you know. But, compared to the hazelnut brown, I've drank more of these because I like this one a little bit better than the coconut. But they're both great. This, you know, it's hazelnut. It is what it is. They give you what they say it is. The hazelnut, it's like Nutella. But yeah, you definitely get that real rich smell. It's not a dark chocolate so much as like the toasted coconut has in it. But just big nuttiness is taking over on this beer. It's just hazelnut, chocolate covered hazelnuts. And they're both, like I said, they're real sweet beers. Pretty nice mouthfeel, not too thin, but if you like, you know, that's about your wheelhouse, 5.6%. Brown ales. I don't know if I like brown ales very much. I drink them once in a while just to get away from the bitterness of the IPAs all the time. But anyway, shall I go ahead and taste?
Yeah, go for it.
Now, my main purpose in doing both of these, I haven't had a beer yet today, so I'm wanting to mix them. That's what, you know, I'm going to taste them separately and give you what I taste. It's going to be what I'm getting on the nose. I can already tell you that because I've drank these a million times. Cheers.
Cheers.
Enjoy.
Cheers.
Real rich, kind of really bitter dark chocolate, and you get the coconut. That's I mean, it's a two-hit wonder here. That's about all you're getting from it. That is chocolatey. Maybe a little bit of coffee, maybe like a weak espresso kind of flavor, or a darker coffee of some sort. Yeah, I mean it's not a real heavy mouthfeel. This one's definitely lighter. You can see a little bit of redness in the beer, not just pitch black. So we're gonna look at the hazelnut brown now. I guess I don't want to take just forever on this since I got it on here so late. So I just wanted to mix these together anyway. Hazelnut, man, I love Nutella and I love hazelnut and I love Swiss chocolate with hazelnut in it. It's right down my alley. So that's why I keep this beer in the fridge pretty often. Yeah, more roastiness. It's definitely a heavier mouthfeel, more coffee presence. Like if you get the coffee, you like hazelnut cream in it. It's not creamy necessarily, but it's got that kind of bitterness that you get in nuts sometimes, like hazelnuts. Yeah, it's both of them is just huge nuttiness. Or we can say it's a typical brown ale, but they give you the coconut and they give you the hazelnut, and it is what it is. Some people, it might not be a heavy enough beer for them, but you could drink these all day. This is not one, it's 5 points. This is a little stronger than a Budweiser, Some people, but yeah. Oh, yeah, I like that one. I love the hazelnut one. So what I'm going to do now is, let's see, I don't know if I should just pour these into one glass. I can do that right here. I'll pour a little bit each into a separate stemless glass. I'll know what's what. All right, so
And John, I haven't forgot about you. We're going to get to you in just a second, so be ready.
all right. This may be a muddled mess. No.
Oh, it sounds like it's going to be pretty good after describing the two separately. It sounds like they'll blend well.
They almost like cancel each other out. The coconut and the hazelnut, like you don't really get either one in the cuvee of it. It's more like a watered down brown ale, not specific coconut or specific hazelnut. I mean, they brew these beers with those, not just flavorings. Yeah, I don't know. That's strange. It's almost like it canceled the big distinct differences in the two beers are almost lost in it. So what you get overall is a real roastiness, like a coffee roastiness and roasted malt. Not a lot of hops in these, really. Maybe a little earthy hops at the least, but okay, it gave it a more of a heavier mouthfeel. The hazelnut kind of helped the coconut get the two together. It's a little bit more rich. So maybe it's the mixing of the coconut and the hazelnut. I don't know. It's pretty nice, but if I gave it to you, you wouldn't necessarily know it was coconut or hazelnut. You would say it was a coffee, chocolatey brown ale.
Then mixed together because you get more of the distinct flavors.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll let you keep sipping on those, and we'll come back around and you give us your ratings of both. And if you want to rate the mixture as well, that'd be pretty cool. So we will try. I'm trying to go to Jean here. Okay, there he is. Let me unmute your mic, and you can tell us about your beer. All right. Hello, Jean.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
A lot of chaos in the house, so as always.
Crazy. Everybody talking about crazy.
Yes. This evening I am drinking natural ice, 5.9%, introduced in 1995. I could be wrong by the year, maybe 1994. Jay, am I correct? 95, 94?
95 regional and 96 national.
Okay. This is one of the popular ice lagers and also a very good economic buy as well. Very enjoyable, smooth, great taste, and nothing wrong with it. And it's won several awards. And it's I know a few times I always said that Natty Ice gave me a headache, but for whatever reason, I guess now drinking this since the new can released, I think last year, I haven't had those issues any longer. So a very good adjunct lager to consume. So my grade is an A, and there I go. So yes, Jeremy, I'm always going wild in my life. These are happening here and there everywhere. So
All right.
I'm eating some fried shrimp and some fried flounder with some French fries, and it's going good with this lager.
Nice. Yeah, I've had Natural Ice many times. A great sessionable beer. Love the newer label design. And I bought a 30-pack for my trip that I went on this past weekend, and it was like $13.99 or maybe it was $14.99. $14.99 for the 30-pack. It was on sale, so that's it's hard to beat that deal.
You're right.
Very hard. Very much so. So what's everyone having this evening? Since I've come late to the party.
Now, Jean, he just reviewed that.
Uh-oh, my internet went out. Good Lord.
Okay, let me go mute. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so
Hey,
anyway, I don't know if y'all heard anything I just said. I was just talking about buying the 30-pack.
yeah, we heard it. I said that was a great.
Okay.
I said that was a great deal.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna score mine an A.
Okay, go ahead.
93.
93. All right.
You had the Heineken, right, Jay?
Yeah, and what was your score again, Jean H. Pierre?
It's an A for Natty Ice.
Okay, and Michael Cormel's going to want that specific complete number. In fact,
okay, that would be a 9.1.
91.
Right.
Okay, got it.
All right.
I'm going to jump off. So I'm going to go down into the basement and see what's going on down there because I hear stuff and
There's a lot going down there.
freaking me out. But I'll let Drunken One jump back on, and I'm going to go deal with these.
All righty.
Trouble.
Sounds
Yeah, like
good.
Lindsey Buckingham said, I think I'm in trouble. All right.
All right. And I will
Hey,
go
Shane,
ahead.
what's going on? Jesse, excuse me.
I will give a rating of mine. I haven't done that yet. This is the Dry County IPA out of Kennesaw, Georgia, from Dry County Brewing Company. Like I said, mostly West Coast style. I'm getting. Oh, we got a dog now. I heard a dog. All right.
Good evening.
So it's Shane. All right. So you get the nice grapefruit, some nice tangerine, a little bit of like some piney resinous qualities, but it's not over the top. 6.4%. The alcohol is masked very well. I think it's in the A range, but it's nothing spectacular. I'm going to go with a 93 out of 100 for mine.
All right. Cool.
Oh, and we just lost Michael as well.
Sure did. So just for grunt's sakes, John, what did you give the one I'm drinking here, that Imperial IPA?
It's been a while since I've had it. I know I gave it in the A range. I think I gave it like a 94, 95.
Okay. Right. Okay. I wasn't too far off.
A little bit better than this one because it's higher alcohol and the alcohol is masked exceptionally well.
Mm-hmm.
This one may be a little bit more balanced though. That one's more on a little bit more piney even than this one. But for the style, it's a solid
okay.
A, I thought.
Yeah, so I wasn't too far off from a professional reader like yourself.
And let's see. Well, Michael Kormaroff, he might try to come back. Until he does, I will add Jay back to the to the live stream here.
Drunken Wine. That Voodoo Ranger IPA you're drinking, that's a good beer.
Oh, it is too. Yeah.
That Imperial IPA, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a 9%. Yeah, I get them all the time. My last 3 purchases were 6-packs of those.
Good brew.
Yeah, it's a solid brew. I like it, and it's fair on the price.
All right. I'm hoping Michael comes back at some point because I don't think he gave us his final rating.
Right. Come back, Michael. Come back.
Happened like a couple times now.
And if he
Yeah, you can throw me in the basement this time if.
Well, I will. He's not.
You throw me away too.
He's not backstage yet. I'm hoping he'll figure it out here in a minute. So anyway, everybody here on the panel currently has given their ratings except for Shane. So we will go back to you, Shane, and you can give us your ratings on your brown ales and the cuvee, if you want. The mixture.
Okay.
Shane, go.
So on the toasted coconut, I would give this probably I'm going to give it a 90. I'm going to give it a 90. Yeah, just a 90. This light mouthfeel as it warms up seems like it gets even lighter. It's still got the coconut and the roasted malts. But opposed to the hazelnut, I think this one's just a little bit of the difference in the ABV gives it a little bit better mouthfeel, a little bit heavier mouthfeel. And maybe it's just because I like hazelnut better. I don't know. Probably that.
That's a tough one for me. I like them both.
Yeah, I would. And it's not a real big mouthfeel, but you get the roasted malts from this too. And I would give this. I'm going to give it a 93. As for the cuvee, I don't know that I would do this again because I think it diminishes both of them. I think they're better separate. Sometimes that happens. I thought that they would have blended better, both being brown ales around the same ABV. I thought the coconut and hazelnut together, that sounded pretty tasty, but
it does. Yeah, if they weren't masking each other, I mean, it sounds like that would be an excellent beer because coconut and hazelnut together.
In theory,
it almost takes away the coconut and the hazelnut. It just cancels one another out and just tastes like a brown ale. It's kind of a strange. And I've heard of other people doing that too. That would cancel out very distinct aromas and flavors like that in beers when they would mix them. So I just wanted to experiment tonight. And Wildcard Wednesday, why not do something like that?
Basically, if you start knocking two nuts together, then nothing happens.
Yeah.
We were doing good tonight.
That's what she said again.
Jeez.
Yeah. If you want to say it that way, you hit the coconut and the hazelnut, knock them together. It's not a good thing.
Yikes.
So Michael says his entire PC just shut down on him.
Oh yeah.
No.
Knock shuts together. Hey.
Well, John, if you could send him a new PC, then that'd be nice.
Yeah, I'll get right on that, Bumpy.
Shane, that beer, is it locally in your area?
Yes, it's in Springdale, Arkansas. It's not necessarily real close to me. It's about 3 hours or so away, a little bit over 3 hours maybe from me up now near Fayetteville in the northwest part of Arkansas. The Ozark Mountains a little bit. I'm in the central part of the state. But you can get Core, C-O-R-E, not C-O-O-R. You can get Core pretty much anywhere around here anymore. So it's a good local brewery, Arkansas brewery. I like Lost 40 better. They're closer to me. They brew a lot of different beers. So anyway,
I'm gonna have to make a trip to Arkansas. It's been so long since I've been there.
Yeah, man. Whenever you do that, let me know. If you're going to a Cardinals game and passing through here, let me know. And
I will.
I've only been to West Memphis, Arkansas, just picking up some things, while I was in Memphis. But I haven't been to Little Rock. I haven't been to Fayetteville or Hot Springs. But it's like a nice little state I like to visit, hang out.
You're right.
Yeah, it's a cool state, man.
Yeah, I don't care what Eric Estrada says late night with those, those infomercials about buying property in Arkansas, lakefront property.
I haven't seen that. I don't want people buying up property in Arkansas. I like the seclusion around here.
Hey, John and Newlake.
Yeah.
Hey, John and Newlake.
Yes, sir.
Before I get off of this internet exposition, can I show you what beer I plan to review tomorrow?
Yeah, let's see it.
Hopefully, always a classic, Mr. T.
It is not a classic, and it won't be posted tomorrow. I'm just going to review it tomorrow. Like this morning, I posted Sneaky Tiki, but we reviewed that way back last Thursday. Okay, here it is. It's from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. It's called Altered Beast IPA. Altered Beast India Pale Ale.
Wow.
Whoa.
Right.
Nice looking can.
It contains lactose and it's 6.17% alcohol. Oh, 6.1% alcohol. Whoa.
It's scary. I'm
Again
frightened.
with the creepy.
I'm frightened.
This guy.
Gargoyle. This dangerous person coming. So.
Like it's like a werewolf. It's like a werewolf.
Danger.
Yeah,
And it has some storks on there. Or
It
like-
almost, I wonder if they named it after the old video game from like the early 90s, Altered Beast. I don't know if y'all remember that.
oh no, I don't. But these guys that brew this beer probably know all about that.
I think that's what they named it after, because in the game you start out and you can turn into this creature after you collect so many coins or whatever. And anyway, one of them was a wolf. The other one was like a big gargoyle looking thing. And
Oh, okay.
I have a feeling that's what the beer is named after.
Yeah.
So Michael was having technical difficulties, but he texted me his rating.
Okay. Right.
And he gave his beer, which is from the Bronx Brewery, and it was called Now Yous Can Leave. He gave it a 93 out of 100. So for everybody out there in YouTube land watching that might be able to get a hold of that beer, it's in the A range, and Michael would recommend it.
I'd try it. Oh,
Yep.
One problem with this can of beer that I have for tomorrow, it has no date, guys. So even if it's an A, I'm going to score it a B.
Yeah,
Got to
right.
have the date.
I
Got to
don't
have
know
the
how
date.
old it is.
Put that damn date on the damn bottle.
Yeah, what's the damn date? It chaps my chapstick.
Well, if it's an A beer, but you're gonna give it a D, it's just missing the TE.
Oh, Bumpy, you and your
Date.
comedy. You should have been a comedian.
Ah,
Yeah, Bumpy, you're a trip, Bumpy.
Clever.
All right, so let's see. Thanks to everybody in the chat: Jeremy, Blake, Ronnie S, Craig, Bart Robinson. All you guys are great. Appreciate all the chatter. Thanks to everybody for joining. Let's see. Trying to think if I missed anything here.
thanks to the internet.
Thanks to the internet for not crapping out on me this time. Well, not for too long.
Yeah, right.
And
Great show,
there
even
was
though it's
somewhere in
only
the
on
comments, I don't see it.
about
Ronnie
maybe
S. was
15 minutes.
saying, Ronnie S. said he bought a 15-pack of Natty Ice the other day for like $7.
Hey, that's a good
That's
deal.
a good deal, Ronnie. Although I don't see it in the chat anymore. So
Yeah, very good deal. That's
You
right.
must have drank it.
A good deal.
A good deal. I love that price.
all right, so I guess we'll go ahead and wrap this live, the special edition Wildcard Wednesday on my channel, since it's usually not on my channel. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. Thanks to Michael Kormaroff, Drunken One, Ron Terry of Louisiana Beer Reviews, Jean H. Pierre, Bumpy Road, or Jesse Bumpy Road Brewery, and Shane Fudge for joining me. I enjoyed it and enjoying this beer, and I will continue to do so.
Wait,
off air.
Georgia Beer Reviews. Wait,
Yes, sir.
I have to say one thing. What do we have every day right before daybreak?
We have Dawn, and are you gonna
Buster? Morning wood. Morning wood.
Oh, something one. If you're starting a fire in the fireplace, you'll have morning wood. Let me tell you.
I'm just thinking, you know.
And I hope it's dry. I hope it's dry. John and Neely, I don't know what they're getting on at, but I want to say that you're right. There is dawn at daybreak, and Dawn Busters. We got some Chivas Regal going up against some JW Dance. So bazam, bazam.
All right. I'll try to tune in before I go to work, you know, with my cup of coffee and something else.
Everybody check out Dawn Busters tomorrow morning on Louisiana Beer Reviews. All right. So, and thanks everybody again for joining. Thanks to everybody in the chat. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Hope everybody has a good rest of the week and weekend. And
Sunday, Stout Sunday.
There will be a Stout Sunday, yes, sir.
Okay.
10:30 Eastern time for anybody who wants to join. So
I hope somebody brings a Sunday Stout.
It will be 10:30.
Yes, that would be 9:30. No, 10:30, right? 10:30
yes,
Eastern.
10:30. All right.
Hawaii time, maybe 7:30 in Hawaii. Yeah.
That's right.
No, that's
right.
time zone. 6:30
everybody
Hawaii.
Have a good night and cheers.
Cheers, beers.
Cheers. I'm about to ask Shane something.